How are they really feeling about you? Hmm? Let's find out. Stick around. You and them tarot, one spread for you, one spread for them. These are normally love tarots. You can't tarot readings. This one's going to be a love reading. You might be in a relationship, single with your on somebody, situationship, or psychically spying on the ex. You can get these for friendship as well. Okay. So we're going to start with you, obviously, and then we're going to go on to them. Right. See if we can unpick what type of connection it is as we go forth. Right, okay, so we start with the two of wands. Wands fire action. This card's about making a plan moving forwards. Collective is the chap there, globe in the hand, surveying the scenery, knows what he wants, is now making a plan of how to get there. The problem is, it feels like you're making a plan based on something that you're kind of missing red flags on, because we then got the Hermit in the reverse. So the Hermit card in the upright position for me is a positive card. It talks about periods of withdrawal and reflection. What's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. You'll also notice the Hermit shining a lamp, so it talks about what I call going into the dark side, shining a light on the demons, the trauma, the situation at hand, coming out the other side stronger. Reverse position, refusal to do that, not shining a light on the situation. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Cups, Water, Emotions, nine reflection cards. Collective is the chap on the stall there, proudly presenting the 9 cups behind him. Now, often in this case, with my readings, with the 9 of cups and the 9 of pentacles, it's not really talking about hitting abundance or achieving something. It's normally when you've been let down. Now, the problem is in the reverse position for me, it's normally when you question, oh, is there any more I can do? You know, is there anything else I can do to get this person's attention? Let's continue. Right, Devil card. Oh dear. Right, so the Devil card talks about either leaning on toxic crutches and vices or being chained to some kind of toxic karmic connection in this case. We've got the Adam and Eve figure from the Lovers card. They're chained to the devil. Stuck there, can't see a way out. Right, you are trying to manifest it, but the universe is like, no, this is a human-based experience. You've got to break these karmic ties with this devil energy and move forth. Right, overall outcome card. 5 of Cups, Cups, Water, Emotions. Collectives the figure here in black, staring at 3 cups, okay, that have fallen over. 2 4 1s behind them, completely missing it, stuck in grieving mode. Because what it feels like is that you're making some kind of plan. I want to say that maybe it is a plan to try and escape this connection, but you're not reflecting. And in regard to the reflection here, it's in regard to understanding that you deserve better and that you have the power to change within you. Okay, that might sound flippant, but it's true. It's true. You have the power to break these cycles, right? But instead you're going, oh, is there anything else I can do before I exit stage left? And then you're still in the throngs of it. You're still stuck in there, and you can't manifest your way out of it. And then you kind of get into this, oh, this isn't the connection I want, and missing out the fact that if you do that internal work, you can have the better life in the future, right? Obstacles or blockages. Star card in the reverse. Star card talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. If you start giving up on this new life away from this person, you are going to get stuck, right? Removing any blockages. Strength in the reverse, right? So in this occasion, I'm going for too much pride. It's time to release the pride. You're probably going to be have to ask for some help here from somebody. But the most important linchpin card here for me is that Hermit card. You have to face the reality of the situation. Nothing changes unless nothing changes. If you sit in this, you're going to give up hope. Okay, the good news is there's no fixed cards here. So it is down to you to make the change. Okay, right, so let's go on to them. See what's cracking off there. Right, so we've got the 6 of Cups in the reverse coming out. Right. Interesting. Right, so 6 of Cups in the reverse. So this card's normally about balance, emotional balance. Reverse position, one party's doing all the giving, one's doing all the taking. You're doing all the giving, they're doing all the taking. We then got the 9 of Cups for them in the upright, and then the 9 of Pentacles. So Pentacles relates to Earth, can mean money and finance, can mean non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, effort, and energy in. So they're doing some reflection, and you know, ironically, I was just saying I never really you know, go for abundance here. But in this case, they're emotionally getting what they want. They're energetically getting what they want, and they're smug. They're feeling like the cat that got the cream here, because they're like, oh, I can just take whatever I want from this person. Let's continue. Okay, I might be wrong. Right? 4 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so we call this the 1111 card, Make a Wish. It talks about engagement, happy home, happy community, celebration. Reverse position, not wanting that anymore. I'm going to change my mind, right? The Devil card, I was assuming that it's this person. I don't think it is. I think it's just the connection. I think the connection's just toxic, because toxic connections don't have to be like lying and cheating and all that nasty stuff. It can just be staying in an environment that doesn't make you happy, right? Because they've then got the Star card, wishing on a bigger star. So the 9 and so what it feels like is, I feel like this person feels like it's the connection's emotionally imbalanced. I think from their side, they feel like they're doing all the giving and they're not getting anything back. Because I think that you probably said, oh, I don't know if I want this anymore, but then you kind of dither in and they're like, hang on, this isn't fair. So they're reflecting emotionally, energetically, and going, do you know what? I've done everything that I can do. 4 of Wands in the reverse, they're kind of going, I don't want this anymore. This isn't my happy ever after, right? So they're dreaming bigger. Overall outcome card. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is about having choices, making a choice, and in this case, infinity loop, karmic cycle. Okay, I think that they're ending this, right? I think, and the irony of it is, I feel like that you've already been planning a bit of a life away from this person anyway. And because of that, because you've said something, they're then like, well, this isn't bad. I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to make a decision. I feel like I've done everything that I can do, because you've kind of, oh, I need a bit of space to work this out. It's rightfully upset them, and they've gone, do you know what? If you don't want me, you don't want me. Okay. Obstacles or blockages. 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I'm going to keep this simple. This is for you. This is about mentally running away from the situation, not processing the emotions, pretending it's not happening, removing any blockages. 2 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, you got to stop making these plans, because you need to deal with this first. Okay, like I say, this is a toxic connection, not necessarily in a nasty sense, in the sense that it doesn't work. You're not supposed to be together. I think that this collective has already kind of twigged this, and they've at least in the background been making plans to escape, but they're not then reflecting on what they're going to do, where they're supposed to be going. And this person's had enough. Okay, they're sick of waiting around, and the Devil energy is like I say, it's the connection. It's not right. But I do feel like there's some devil energy within this collective, dark energy. I'm not saying you're a bad person. We've all got light and dark within us. That's keeping you stuck. It's like, oh no, I've made a mistake. Oh no, let me manifest it. And by this point, they're like, no, I'm done. I'm out. You didn't want me. I'm not going to be anybody's second best. Thank you very much. And that's going to leave you in the 5 of Cups. So yeah, this spread for you is about acceptance that it doesn't work. And yes, you might have been able to be like the slightly bad guy at first to pull the pin on the situation, but you've now got to learn your karmic lesson in regard to, you shouldn't then kind of pipe bomb your own life, because you've made the choice. They've then kind of gone through with it. Okay, so there you go. If that resonated, type in truth. We'll go for truth, right? If you want a personalised reading, you and them readings start from 25 quid, priority same day. Click on my stand store on my profile, and I'll get it done for you. We'll unpick your situation. Good luck, ta-ta.